Alright team, it's been a while since I made a video. So one of the things I've been asked by the group is how to set up the indicators and how to tell for buy and sell signals. So I'm going to introduce you to a bunch of free indicators on TradingView that I'm going to set up on a blank, essentially, TradingView screen just now, template. So let's go ahead and select the indicators that we need, and I'll walk you through the settings as well. So go up here and we're going to go into scalping. No, scalp. This one here is the one, actually this one here. Scalping Pullback Tool R1 by Justin Uncle. And you can see the number of downloads it's had is 15,017, so we're going to select this one. And this one actually gives us some background colors, and it also changes the candles automatically as well, but we're actually going to go ahead and customize this setup with regards to this scalping tool. So again, you go up to TradingView, go into settings, and we're just going to make some changes here. So we can see here that the default was actually set to 34. We're actually going to change that to 9 for the purpose of this setup today. And we're going to go ahead and do 9, 21. I want to use, it doesn't really make much difference, I'm going to use a 50 and 200 for this setup. And I want to show these, don't need to show fractals, we don't need to show the background, and we don't need to buy sell alerts either. So that means that the setup is now essentially complete that we need, and we use this as a basis for buy sell with regards to the candle colors, and I'll explain why as well. One thing I do want to go and do is just change the 200 EMA color. We'll change that to yellow. Okay, so that's the basic initial setup done. So we can see here on Bitcoin on the 1 hour is this red line here is a 9 EMA. So essentially what we're looking for is when a candle closes above a 9 EMA, that's a buy essentially. And then you've got the 21, when you've got your 50 and 200. So ideally you don't want to be taking a buy position below the 200 EMA. That's you're looking for essentially sell positions. And if you look up here, that's kind of where you initially got that break off a 9 EMA. You got closed below, went below the 200, and now you're trying to get ahead and get above it. Now a lot of people will actually say, hey, let's actually take only buys and sells when you get the 921 cross. I actually don't think you need to do that. I think as long as you've started to see the trend reversal and you get a closure of a candle above the 9 EMA, and you can see the candles have changed color as well, that's when you can take an early entry with a really tight stop loss. Now, I'm not advocating that you actually buy and sell in the 1 hour. This actually setup I'm going to give you is actually going to be for a bigger time, like a bigger time frame, like the 1 day and 1 week. So there is one more additional. Actually, there's going to be 2 additional indicators that we're going to add in to make it super easy. So let's go up here and we're going to choose Fu Manchu. This one here, Fu Manchu Cipher B plus divergences. Select that, and we're also going to add in RSI as well. And it's just going to be the standard RSI that we add in. Okay, so that's basically our setup done. And what we're looking for is, we're looking to take buys on these green dots or sells on these red dots. But again, you would only do this kind of above or below the 200 EMA. So at this stage, you've got a green dot, but it's below the 200 EMA, so you would not take that signal. Here you've got an actual sell signal here, and it's below the 200 EMA, and you can see your candles below that 9 EMA as well. There, that would be a sell signal as well. So you could have actually taken a short and taken it down here. But again, I'm just giving you, showing you this setup with regards to the 1 hour. We want to be looking at the 1 day and 1 week, which is really going to become the bread and butter of buying and selling, is it to have high confidence trades that are actually going to become winners as well. And of course, when you're looking at RSI, is ideally when you get into a buy entry, you want RSI to be above 60%. So you could actually add a 60% level on here if you wanted as well. You could actually change this around with the settings. So let me just go ahead and we'll change, actually we'll show divergences on here, and let's change this to 60%, and we'll add that as a yellow line here to show, and we can say 40% for the lower. As well. Okay. So again, that gives you some ideas. Is that when you go below 40% in RSI, it's bearish. When you go above 60% in RSI, think about it as bullish. That's the best way. And then obviously you get into your oversold territory, which is going to be above your 90% region. But this is where you actually can use your Fu Manchu as well, when you can actually see when things are actually oversold, when you can see it gets up here into this 100% level, you know there's going to be a reversal at this particular point, is that you can see up here, be like, okay, you actually start to get your reversal as well when you're looking at your Fu Manchu. And you can actually see again, with regards to Bitcoin on the 1 hour, is Fu Manchu is again really up at this level again. You're probably going to be a sell signal soon. It may get a rejection of 200 EMA at this stage, but again, this is not the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is to show you setups with regards to buying sells. So let's go ahead and look at the 1 day. And I'm just going to make it easier to see. Okay, so this for me is really easy to see what's going on. Is you're above a 200, you're above a 50, you're above a 21, and you can see here you're all blue because you're above a 9 EMA as well. And you've got the green dot, which is giving you a buy, and your RSI is above 60%. So there's your buy signal, essentially there. That gives you a fantastic buy, and actually we can even look back further with regards to Bitcoin. Here's another green dot here on the daily, is that you're above a 200, again you're above all the EMAs, candle's green, and you're above a 60% RSI. There's your buy-in here, essentially. Buy-in, get that wave one up. It's just consolidating. Again, you've got a sell signal, so you could get out when you get the sell signal. You actually could get out when a sell signal here, or you can actually get out when this comes back and touches 60% level as well. So that's another kind of thing you can actually do within Fu Manchu is for buy and sell. You could buy here, but then when you look at this wave trend up here, when this wave trend actually comes back and goes to 60% and hits that white line, that's actually a sell signal. That's actually telling you to get out at that point as well. So if you want to know when to sell, you could take the sell here, or you could have taken the sell when that actually gets to that 60% level. So next time you get a blue mark, is it, there's a green dot, is that's your buy. You'd write it up. Really nice win here. Then again, you're looking for, okay, but you've got your red dot, but you continue to trend up. So you've actually got some divergence going on because you continue to trend up when everything else is actually saying, hey, to go back down. But this is when you actually take a look at what's actually happening with regards to volume flow, and you see where money is. So the money flow is all green at this stage. So you can actually stay in the trend because you're not closing a candle below that 9 EMA, right? I mean, you had a dip down here, but again, you didn't get closure below the 9 EMA. So you would continue to keep this open all the way up here until you just started to see a true reversal in the candles changing colour as well. And if you take a look back down here, what I said about when you would want to take a sell, look at this oscillator. It's hanging out up here, gets up to 100% level, and it comes down and it's hitting that 60% level here. So that's actually giving you your sell right here with regards to that oscillator, which would be on that candle. So here, with regards to this setup, you've got your perfect entry and you've got your perfect sell on that candle right at the top as well. So that's basically how you do buy and sell with regards to these 3 indicators. It's that simple to do on the daily time frame. And it gets even better if you actually flip it to the weekly. Again, let's just make it a little bit easier to read. Let's look at the weekly. We've got the buy in the weekly here. You're above a 200, and your RSI is about to flip positive as well, especially when it's that low. You're looking for it to get across that's just the median line, essentially. That's the moving average of the RSI, sorry. Is it, so again, when you get across that, that's when you know that you're in positive territory, and you're riding that all the way up as well. So again, you get a sell signal here. Now you can decide, hey, I'm going to take a sell, or I'm going to wait until I see this oscillator crossing over this line here, So you could take a sell here essentially as well. Then you get your next green dot on the weekly. Your RSI is looking strong and it closes over the moving average, and you ride that back up to the top again. And then you look, next time you've got a green dot, but again your oscillator hasn't closed below the 60 level. So you wait until this line closes below the 60 level, and then you can actually close here. So there you go, guys. That's how simple this is for regards to buying sells. Is it on these simple indicators that are free available on TradingView? You don't take a loss essentially using these, especially if you set up the way I've got it set up here. And hopefully this explains the setup. And with regards to Bitcoin, what would I be looking for next time that we look for a buy? You can see here we've got a green dot. We can see it's actually coming down. It's actually hit the 9 EMA. It's almost getting a doji candle and support. So we're looking for a bounce here from Bitcoin currently just now on the weekly. But again, you'd be only taking your buy when you see a green dot coming down here essentially. So once we see a green dot, that'll be your confirmation to go back into Bitcoin. And obviously you will look for the RSI to cross over that MA as well to get additional confirmation. But that's it. If anybody's got any questions, let me know, and hopefully you like this video.